All right, so what's going on, everyone? I'm Travis, and I hope you enjoy my presentation today. A little side note is that I'm going to be taking some quotes from my interviewee in regards to mental health, and I'll be sharing that in this story as I believe it relates to my own experiences playing baseball in regards to mental health. So without further ado, let's get into this, you guys. So it's always been my dream to play Major League Baseball someday. I started playing baseball at the age of 9. I was in the 4th grade. I fell in love with the game of baseball. My dad, he taught me at a very young age, and I just became very intrigued with baseball. I'll never forget the first Giants game that I watched was September 2006, and I was so interested in the game. I remember going to school, talking about the Giants to my friends at school that liked baseball. I remember reading the newspapers. I mean, it was just such an amazing time. And I played baseball all the way from the age of 9 to my freshman year of high school. Now, when I was younger, I made a lot of friends playing baseball, and it's something that I look back and I just absolutely love what you learn from playing sports at a young age. The competitiveness, the drive, making friends, that was so critical to my development at a young age. And when I was younger, I was relaxed, you guys. I was just relaxed out there. I was cool as a cat, as everything could be. But when I got to high school, everything just absolutely changed. Things seemed a lot bigger, and, I started to overthink a lot of things. I didn't know anyone at the time on the freshman baseball team. And in my younger days, one of the keys that I felt helped me succeed a lot was being relaxed, having friends, being able to be comfortable in my own skin. Now, I always felt like in high school I had to prove that I belonged, to these people. And, it just wasn't the right mindset at the time. Now, why hadn't no one taught me the mental side of the game of baseball? This ultimately affected my performance. Baseball is 90% mental and only 10% physical. I wish someone would have taught me that, because then I would have been more prepared to handle, the daily grind of playing at a competitive level in high school. And, it's something that I used to be afraid to talk about. Now it's more open than ever. Baseball is 90% mental, 10% physical. I wish they would have taught me that at a young age. Now, according to athletesforhope.org, 33% of college students experience some form of depression. And among these athletes in college, only 10% of them actually go out and seek help for the struggles that they are going through. And among elite athletes, we're talking professional athletes at the highest level, 35% of them experience some form of anxiety, depression, burnout from, you can imagine, playing at such a high level. It just gets to you, in the stress of it. Man, it takes a lot to play competitive sports. Now, worrying about what people thought about me didn't help me on the baseball field. It made me feel nervous and not able to be myself. Why didn't no one teach me the mental side of the game of baseball? I had completely failed the mental side in high school. Now, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the help and support of my family to help me through those difficult times. With mental health, a lot of things, can't be explained, except for maybe that the brain, it gets a little off track. Now, in December 2009, here I am. I'm a freshman at Antioch High School. I'm at conditioning practice with all of the upperclassmen. And I'm struggling because I didn't have the best throwing arm at the time. I'm struggling to make my long distance throws out in the outfield. And the coach, he goes, "Travis, if you don't make these throws right now, everyone's going to have to run 10 laps all around this field." So here I am just jumping absolutely out of my skin. I don't even know what I'm feeling at this moment. My heart immediately sank in my stomach. I get more nervous than I have ever been in my life. At the time, I resented the varsity coach for embarrassing me in front of everyone. I didn't want to be known as this person that everyone was going to blame for why we had to do all of these stinking running laps around everywhere. Well, I seem to overthink a lot of things, and I try to analyze situations. Maybe I take things too personal. Well, by the time I got to my sophomore season, the stress just became too much for me. Why didn't no one teach me the mental side of the game of baseball? I lost the passion of playing the game that I loved as a kid. Now that I'm older and more mature, I've gone back to playing baseball again and doing what I absolutely love. Now, I used to think certain athletes, they were gifted with the ability to play sports at a high level. I didn't understand that hard work pays huge dividends. Why didn't no one teach me the mental side of the game of baseball? Now, I don't meditate as often as I should, but it does help a lot. It's really important for your health, and it helps you to get through the day, especially playing competitive sports. You're able to visualize your success. And just so you guys know, it's never too late to chase after your dreams. Thank you guys. Appreciate you so much.